Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Can he get onto this? Oh, that's neat. That is Conte. Oh, that's a fine interception. Azar, looking to play him in. No, that's been intercepted. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Azar.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That is very well defended. Now it's Endrick. Mohamed Salah. Del Piero.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a throw. Thuram. Vieira. And here's Endrick. Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Platini.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, well measured. It's Bale! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Oh, good read. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Varane deals with that comfortably. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Del Piero. Neither side yet able to find the net. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a key interception. Dixon. Vieri, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Endrick.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Nice control. And he's only too happy to take that back. Mohamed Salah.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Salah. Oh, that's fabulous. Lofted in. Really fierce, close defending. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Oh, right place, right time. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Bale. Azar. And he's... Can he finish? He's delivered all right! First blood drawn. So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
You have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And the finish! He scores! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Birmingham are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Vieri finds himself offside. Half-time getting close now. In with the challenge. Now it's Bale. Now it's Endrick. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that's another good win of the ball. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Del Piero. And it's Michel Platini. Rice. Now it's Rice. Oh, nice touch. And here's Platini. And we hit half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Birmingham clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement, a 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Platini.
That's good play from him.
Platini! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
This is their second corner of the game. Vieira clears it away. Oh, well played, well played. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Azar. Salah. No way through there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's Bashu! The second half sparked straight into life. And that really is so impressive. Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And here's Platini. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bale. Has a look and plays it forward. And here's the chance to counter. Chance for a shot! It's in! Arsenal are level. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
We have ourselves a real game here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Up he goes! Goal! Arsenal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their rewards! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
21,
Arsenal get themselves into the lead.
15,
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Endrick.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Big chance! They've scored! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Cristiano Ronaldo demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top.
Bullish header! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
It's a mighty effort! Really well taken goal. Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that means just one good chance here. Oh, terrific save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Zanetti. Now it's Villa. David Villa! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nesta cannot be beaten that easily. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Kvaratskhelia. Tonali. Oh, that great chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He's in a good... Has another go! So their fourth corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. It's a promising position. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And it's Maldini. Kvaratskhelia just eases him off the ball. That's very neat. Can he finish? Keeper always had the measure of that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
6 added minutes
Yamal.
has been indicated.
Tonali. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Greenwood, challenged just a bit on the firm side. That's a delicate pass. And that was very necessary. Dixon. And it's Bale. And that could set him on his way. Tonali. Greenwood is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. He is through, and a chance! Oh, taken with style! And the chasm continues to widen. A brute! Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Ronaldinho. Balde picks it up now. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Corner it is. And we have our very first corner. Great chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Rijkaard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Timber does really well to win the ball there. Well, that pass isn't the best. Foden. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's a sharp little ball here. He just could be danger here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pass somewhat off target. Shot could be on. He's played it back. He's tried one! Magnificent! That is a gem! An absolute gem! First blood drawn. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Can he get onto this? He's found a way through. He's had a shot! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Foden. And it's Timber. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Tries to pass it through. Has a look and plays it forward. Balde is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Foden. Vieri is onto it in a flash. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Timber. And here's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Short changes him with that pass. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Rice. Great vision. Crunching tackle. And here's Bale. He's found a way past. And the shot's on here. Timber defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And here's Platini. And it's Conte. It's Vieri! They've scored! And they're back in front. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? João Neves. And This is Owen, and he's lost, and a chance! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, give it away! He scored! Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And he goes cross-field. Ronaldinho. And here's Owen. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now that's well seen too. Foden. Now it's Messi. Knocks it into space. Messi! Oh, what a big quick... It's Ronaldinho! Oh, bang on target. This possibly the last play of the half. And we've reached half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them.
Programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs. Substitutions taking place.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And this is Bale! Gareth glittering Bale! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And this is getting better and better.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Ronaldinho, he's got away. Can he finish? Now it's Bale. Rice. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's surging through. Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Substitution on the field. Number 99.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 10, Platini. Number 41, Rice. Coming on the field, number 7, Mbappe.
They've played it short.
Number 13.
And here's Neymar. And there's the shot! Oh, he's missed it.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Saka. Pedri. It's Timber. Passing is crisp and sharp. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's cut it out. Ronaldinho. Now it's Owen. Distributed tidily. Saka. He's picked his way through.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Ronaldinho. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Bale. He has found a way through. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. This looks promising. He's having a shot! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Mbappe just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Now it's Bale. And here's Neymar. And now a sudden chance to counter. Saliba. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Ronaldinho has created one goal already. And here's Mbappe. He's through, now is he in? Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Jordan Henderson proves too strong. Looking to play him in. He's being urged to shoot. It's Neymar! Neymar! This boy is showbiz! About as smooth as it gets. And that is what they came to see. What they demanded to see. His first. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So now the difference is 3. Looking for options. Shot a goal! Fantastic from Michael Owen! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game, everything seems to be coming off for him.
Mbappe! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Ronaldinho. Swung over. Now it's Messi. Henderson producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Just 5 minutes left. Mbappe! Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Pedri. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
4 added minutes has been
To a
indicated.
minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Now it's Owen. Now it's Saka. Now it's Messi. Timber. And this is Owen. Mbappe. Can he get it through? Oh, well measured. And he's managed to get free. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's there to get it away. Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Bale taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Birmingham definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. So there's Massimo Otto, bit of an unsung hero perhaps, but certainly an integral part of an Italy side that conquered the world and a European champion for his club.
Yeah, and he did all that by being the picture of consistency and hard work, the way he nullified the threat of some of the biggest names in the game during his heyday, and that was really impressive.
I remember a lot of those performances really well. And this is Hullet. No, he's not getting past him there. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Not the most accurate pass. And he's in on goal. Real chance here. And reclaimed it in a trice. Davids. Great vision. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. He's a sharp little ball here. Rice. Now it's Vieri. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he's managed to get free. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Platini. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Vieri! Plenty to enjoy about the build-up there, not so much the finish.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Can he get it through? Conte. Still goalless. And this is Vieri. Bullet can be a real threat inside the box. Now, can they get him away? That is good alertness. Makaleli. And it's Davids. Out to the left it goes. And it's Davids. He's picked his way through. Rice. Bale. Now it's Vieri. Looking to play him in. And he's picked out the run. Platini. Can he finish? It's in! That is lovely. Finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So the first goal, it's Pato! Oh, how's that for a goal? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Into Bale! Well, now it's a race for... Oh, he's been caught on it here! That's good play. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's on his way! Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Makaleli. Good ball, good take. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Passing is crisp and sharp. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that pass isn't the best. Davids. That ball looks a good one. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, no joy this time. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he get onto this? Now it's Platini. Jordan Henderson is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Bale takes a shot! And he's done it! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So we have a breakthrough. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. It's a loose ball. And he's quick to get it clear again. Mbappe. And that could set him on his way. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Jordan Henderson. Conte. Now it's Bale. And that is a little undercooked. Odo. Messi. Bale might just make this. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. He's found a way through. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's come loose. Has a shot! A whisker high.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
And he's intervened well there. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's made its way to him. He's had a shot!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Davids. And the pass is intercepted. Rice. That's a little off target. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And the shot! That is good strength. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Inter Milan are down to 10 men. Probably be looking to play it square from here. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. And this is Bale. And that's a good ball. Tries a shot! They've scored! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. There was no getting to that, no getting... And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Those of you making their way home on public transportation today, please watch the screen for train departure times from all local major stations.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
There's the whistle, and here we go.
What do you think about the formation here, Jim?
Well, Peter, in opting for this system, there's a confidence that stems from the manager and flows through his players. This is a team with courage to get on the ball and look to entertain with an abundance of goals. Plan B is for someone else.
Grealish! Now, who's going to be first to this?
And here's Vieri. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, cracking goal.
Great defending, strong and determined. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
David De Gea. He's one of the all-time great shot stoppers, Peter. His positioning is superb, and he always seems to pick the perfect moment to rush off his line.
It's Bale! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The goal scorer!
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find.
He's one-on-one!
And he's got the beat.
Can he finish? Grealish.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0. Looking for options for movement. There's a sharp little ball here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Now it's Platini.
And this is Bale.
He's picked his way through.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Grealish,
The specialist in tearing teams apart.
shot could be on. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That's a sharp pass. That has been cut short. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Belgium really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Platini. Vieri. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, that looks a decent ball. He has a look up. He's having a shot! It's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it. Well, Bale! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
And he was quick to react. Now it's Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bale running with the ball. He's shifting through. It's Bale! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Zanetti. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now this could be a chance. And he's only too happy to take that back. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now it's Vieri. Pass is just off target. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, super. Platini! And he hits the net. They are really purring here. And they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Zanetti. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And this is Vieri. Vieri finds himself offside. And it's Zanetti. Nesta spots it and intercepts. Now it's Neymar. Can he get onto this? That is good strength. Rijkaard. Oh, what a ball! And the whistle goes for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Bale. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Chance, surely! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Doué wins the duel this time. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Someone goes for a shot! Goal! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next? And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here.
I'll be accused of bias here, but I can't overlook the great professional that is Javier Zanetti.
How's that bias, Jim? He just has the lot. He has such class, doesn't he?
That's it, an oozer of class and an example to all aspiring footballers.
And this is Bale. And the finish! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Corinthians finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's having a shot! Zola. Kvaratskhelia. Conte. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Henderson. Vieira makes the interception. Zanetti. Beckenbauer. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Bale. Beckenbauer. And it's Lampard. Threads one in. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Zanetti. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Lampard.
Oh, really well played.
Played out wide. Now, can they get him away? Platini. And it's Michel Platini. And it's made its way to him. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Platini. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Lampard. Corinthians do have a chance to counter here. Brilliantly cut out. Kvaratskhelia, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Kvaratskhelia showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Decent chance! And yes, it's there! Corinthians are back in business. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And this is Zola. Zanetti. And he's gone backward here. Kvaratskhelia! Oh, crossbar! Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Maldini gets over and intercepts. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Kvaratskhelia touches it back. Platini. Now it's Vieri. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. A probing pass. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Vieira. Can he spark a counter here? But it's Henderson. Vieri. Vieri was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rice. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome. Oh no, what has happened here? A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And we have our very first corner. Platini with the short one. Platini. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's not gone well. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Vieira. Lampard. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal
members
each.
of our fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
Corinthians kick off the second half. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He has found the way through. Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, it's come loose. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Bale. Very nicely done. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's got the beating of his man. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Strokes it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Seedorf. Kvaratskhelia. And this is Zola. Judge, surely! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 99, Vieri. Number 41, Rice. Coming on the field.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Number 17.
The pass is intercepted.
Number 14,
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Nice physical challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. Nicely weighted ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Thuram. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Zola. He's had it taken off him. Tonali. To Henderson. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, good take in a good area. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Lampard is onto this. Thuram. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a throw-in. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Mbappe. Conte. And there's green grass ahead of him. Shoots! They've done it! And they've got their lead back.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
And now he has two.
Number 11.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? It's played through for him.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
It's Lampard! So close to drawing level.
Lampard really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Substitution on the field. Number
Corinthians
2.
have their second corner now.
Coming on the field is...
Keeper has taken
37,
decisive action. That is a brilliant interception.
Corinthians really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's
a
Bale.
Great feat, that.
He's got away. Real chance! This is their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Corinthians are looking to go forward now. Lampard goes pulsing down that left-hand side. Oh, nice touch. And that's a good intervention. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Looking for the run. And he's intervened well there. Into the last 5 minutes. Very much into the last knockings. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Leicester cuts out the pass.
Corinthians really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And this is shot at goal! It's in! And this is getting better and better. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
4 added minutes has been
2 up
indicated.
and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Now then, the ball's come loose. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Bale.
Might want to be careful there.
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an...
Oh, wonderful! What a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
And that's that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
We are glad to
Bale
inform you
taking
that
in the
today's
accolades,
matchday
having been
programs
named
are
man of the
available from
match,
stands located
and
by
deservedly
the
so.
gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
Your reflections then, Jim?
Birmingham definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Yeah, Javier Zanetti goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
He's through here.
And Sola! Ambitious, but just off target.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Bastoni makes the interception. Now it's Pelé. Oh, that's a key interception. Jordan Henderson. Platini. Smoothly does it. He's going all the way! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Pelé. Bale. On the through ball. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. It's a good spell of possession, this. He's big. It's there! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
River Plate finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Bale. It's Bale! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ball's gone out of play. Played into the box. And he shoots! Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. That's good play. River Plate applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Del Piero. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Dixon. Well timed, excellent. Oh, what a mistake! Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Del Piero. Can he get it through? He's shifting through the gears, he's going for goal! Same again, same outcome.
River Plate really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. "30 minutes gone. Dixon. Platini looks to get on the end of this.
Pretty robust defending.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Oh, he's taken it. And he's in on goal. And a chance! Now that is commitment to the cause.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, that's been intercepted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Del Piero. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Bale. He's picked his way through. He's found some space. Brilliantly cut out.
Birmingham can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Oh, great chance! It's there! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And that has left him in a heap. Del Piero proves just a little bit too strong.
1 minute added time.
And he's had it nicked away. Conte. Oh, that's well spotted. And the first 45 minutes are up. To review the first half.
Birmingham really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And we are already promptly back underway. And he cuts out the supply. Now, can they get him away? Vieri. Neymar. Luis Suarez. Now it's Pelé. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Pelé. And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, what a stop. Had to be at his very best. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Leicester calmly anticipates. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Rice concedes a free kick for that. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. The pass has gone astray. That's gone for a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Platini. Number 99, Vieri. Number 41, Rice. Number 2,
that's neat.
Cannavaro.
It's going to be
Coming on
another
the
throw.
field, Number 17, Etebrisson.
Costa Curta does well to get it back. The most accurate pass.
Number 14,
Looking for the run.
Number 37,
He has found the way through.
Van de Ven.
Oh, that's nice.
He's having a shot!
Oh, crossbar! Oh, the ball's gone astray. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's fabulous. Batistuta! And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a cute ball. Good ball over the top. And he gets rid in a hurry. And here's there's the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Tonali picks it up out wide. Now it's Luis Suarez. Leicester kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Threads one in.
Big chance!
Oh, taken with style!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's got away. Closing in on...
And the finish!
Now the ball in. Right card, tries to clear. Conte. Pele. And here's Bale. Just about up to 75 minutes. Dink through. And this is Pele. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Bale. And he's picked out the run. He's on it. Can he get away? Can he finish? And that would have won it.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Batistuta is onto it in a flash. Del Piero. Nicely weighted ball. And it's been played through. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Bale! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish right from the top draw! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless, clear.
He's had a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Just cruising! They are cruising! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
David De Gea. He's one of the all-time great shot-stoppers, Peter. His positioning is superb, and he always seems to pick the perfect moment to rush off his line. What I really like about him is the way he keeps his frame big to make life as difficult as possible for strikers. And the manager will be hoping for a few more clean sheets now that he's in the team.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Now it's Platini. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Olise. Now it's Bale. That's a little off target. Now it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Olise. Not the most accurate pass. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Bojan is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, that's fabulous. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Kante defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Bale, and this is Bale. Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. It's Neymar! Goal! Benfica! And Benfica take the lead. Benfica are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Platini threads one in, and that's a dangerous ball. Vieri! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Shot at goal! No mistake! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams...
Shapes to shoot! Oh, super goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough, and now how will things develop from here? Oh, shooting chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
in towards the front line. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Bojan. Beckham. And that interception was most necessary. And it's Neymar. He is through here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Vieri. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Olise. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now there's a fine ball. Chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now this could be a chance. And the shot! Rijkaard. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Here we go again then. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Bale really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
This is the time you need that pace.
Beckham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's had a shot! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Hello everybody, and this is a quick reminder to let you know that you'll be able to catch today's match broadcast live on our club's FM station.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then.
Christian Vieri will no doubt be eyeing a goal or two.
Well, he's always the natural target, isn't he?
Yeah, and I should add that it's not all about goals for him, because he's a wonderful shielder of the ball and a trigger for the runners from midfield.
Now it's Batistuta. Conte. Zanetti. That is a great pick out. And Batistuta! Conte. Platini. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's quick to get it clear again. It's a throw-in. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up. Bale really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's a throw. Robertson. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Now it's Messi. Tries a measured ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Platini. He has found the way through. Shot a goal! They've scored! Oh, delicious! Such devilish curl!
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Cannavaro. Tries to pass it through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have...
Platini! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Now it's Neymar, and this is Kante. He's in space and looking for options. Brilliantly cut out. And it's Robertson. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Back into the middle. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Costa Curta. Now it's Platini. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Pass somewhat off target. Rice. Now it's Bale. Nicely weighted ball. It's Vieri! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind.
Shoots! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Rice clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Rijkaard. Robertson. Conte. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rice. Messi.
There will be one
Pass
minute
isn't the
added
best.
time.
And here's Platini. Now it's Vieri. Bale! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have it. And we've reached half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
Appearing intoxicated or behaving
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. Here we go again. Howson.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Robertson. And here's Vieri. Oh, important interception. Conte. Now it's Vieri. Now it's Messi. In with the challenge. And here's Bale. Oh, it's a great ball here. River Plate needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That could spell trouble. Now it's Vieri. Conte, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. It's Vieri! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That has not gone well. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vieri! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Shot! It's in! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away! That is so good, such sharp skill. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Hello everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel like
and
that.
welcome to today's
The stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's... Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Rice. Araujo cuts out the pass. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Conte. Bale. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Platini. Now it's Platini. Great chance! That'll be a throw-in.
Birmingham are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Neymar. He's beaten the last man. Out of play for a goal kick. Rui Costa played out towards the right wing. He's had it taken off him.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rice.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Park Ji-sung looking to get on the end of this. It's Rui Costa! They are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Now, can they get him away?
Vieri really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
It's a threatening ball. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Great vision. That looks a good ball through. There's no flag. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Vieri is on his own, looking to play him in. Turan going vertical. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aimed beyond the defence. No, that's been intercepted. Rui Costa. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And this is Del Piero. And this is Bale. Shot could be on. Vieri! And he hits the net. A goal at a really telling moment. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Neymar looking to run onto it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Bale has it in a wide position. Del Piero. Well read, and the danger is averted. And now they can clear their lines. And that's really well manoeuvred. It's gone out for a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And we've reached half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Gets his head on it!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's through here. Bale. He has found a way through. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. Bale considers his options. And this, an opportunity to pull level.
And it's Rice.
Bale. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. And this is Del Piero, and he's lost his man here. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Over to the left. Platini gets into some space. So, can they find a way to turn around this deficit? And this is Vieri. Oh, that's nice. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He's having a shot!
Oh, what a mistake! And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And that's going to be a booking.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 5, Del Piero. Number 72. Rico.
He's got away.
Coming on the field. Number 10.
Chance to deliver.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Number 9. Bullet. Substitutions taking place.
Looking for options for movement. Almost ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Shapes to shoot! It's in! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off.
He's got full. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Can he spark a counter here? Park Ji-sung. And no, that was never going to make it. Not the most accurate pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That is a great pick out. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Kante kept his eye on it, and he's there. Araujo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Tonali. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's been played through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pull it. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. De Gea getting this one clear. Ibrahimovic. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he was alert to it. Now that's well seen too. And it's Tonali. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that's clever. It's Van Basten! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! About as smooth as it gets. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing.
And we're done. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there was a distinct...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, you rarely see atmosphere like this. The River folks certainly have lived up to their reputation in their noisy, boisterous, colourful, near mesmeric display. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Fikayo Tomori has a rare reputation of being one of the few English footballers to succeed particularly well in Italy. And his very front-footed approach to defending has been very impressive. He's very fast for a defender, and that pace allows him to both engage opponents early, while at the same time he could do a lot of covering and recovering. So being able to deal with raw pace is a huge asset these days.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Bale purring through the gears. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Looking for the run. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Passing nice and neat. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be...
It's Vieri! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Still goalless at the moment. Threads one in, and he's intervened well there. It's not an especially good pass, that. Bale might just make this. And here's Doué. And this is Van Nistelrooy. That's a sharp pass. Tomori wins the duel this time. Tries to pass it through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Birmingham clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Carvajal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Looking for options for movement. Rice receives it in a wide position. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Sensational save! And we have our very first corner. Platini plays it short. Shot could be on. That is Conte. Lovely, now then. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
River Plate really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how do they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy, and it can turn that opposition defence into facing its own goal, which so often can cause problems.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he whips in across. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. Bale. Bale! Glittering Bale! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! There is the breakthrough! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Jordan Henderson.
Birmingham can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Well timed, excellent interception. Rijkaard. River Plate looking to pass their way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Will play through for the wide man. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Rijkaard. And here's Bale. Nicely weighted ball. Could be danger here. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
There's the whistle for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. There's the start of the second half. Carvajal. Doué. Looking to play him in. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Bale. Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Carvajal. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that's another good win of the ball. And he was quick to react. Rabiot. Can he get it through? Oh, it's Bale! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took it.
Big chance, Mostieri! Oh, taken with style. It is no contest, it is a landslide. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He has found the way through. Ball comes in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Rabiot. Tagliafico. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Conte. Can he finish? He's in a great position here. Rijkaard. David Villa. Jordan Henderson. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Tagliafico. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Villa. Tagliafico got a long way forward to join the attack. Knocks it into space. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Vieri. Tomori. Rabiot.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Vieri. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And claimed it back swiftly. And he's on his way! Vieri! Corner number 2 then. Oh, can he finish? No mistake! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Now it's Vieri. Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
And it's Rice. Nesta. Cannavaro. Costa Curta. And it's Nesta. Cannavaro. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Not the most convincing of passes. Cannavaro. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Costa Curta.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Rice.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
What's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Chance! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Platini can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And we have our very first corner. Platini with the short one. Now it's Platini. Showing good feet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Vitinha. Yamal. Can he get it through? Oh, Red, nice interception. Conte. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Neymar. The ball has bounced loose now. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Bale. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach.
And a chance! Defending of the... Oh, he's been caught napping! Platini! Same again, same outcome.
Birmingham really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
There they go, hunting in packs. Rijkaard. Now it's Aubameyang. And the counter is on. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And that's gone loose. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Vieri. Nicked it back promptly. And the shot! It's in! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Now it's Vitinha. Jordan Henderson. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's managed to get free. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Platini.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And now they can clear their lines. Bale. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now then, the ball's come loose. Played back. Passes short and sharp. Nice interception, well timed. Platini. Vieri! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Oh, good read.
That was...
It's Bale! And again the keeper stands strong. It's their second corner of the game. Quick look, then plays it in. Oh, what a climb! They've scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Oh, it's a foul. They're right on the edge of the box. So a big chance now from 12 yards. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
Well, when I look at the team sheet, Peter, I pick out the leaders, and the leader on this team sheet for me is El León.
Oh yeah, the Lion, Rafa Marquez, a genuinely fearsome defender.
And a very nimble-footed player too. I mean, he can pass a ball properly.
Now it's Vieri. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's having a shot! Eintracht Frankfurt with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. He is through here. Oh, good taken. Can he finish? That's another chance. And he's done it.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we had. Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And now they can clear their lines. That is Conte. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And now they can spring out of defence. Pedri. Zola. It's Pedri. Nicely shaped ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. Birmingham are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And this is Vieri. Vieri. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Birmingham clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's shifting through the gears here. Lopez with the cross. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Platini, and he's worked it through. Real chance here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Fermin. Some resolute defending there. Ambitious ball here. Rafael Varane. Now that looks a decent ball. Tchouaméni turns back here, probably the best option. Fermin. Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Looking to play him in. Bale.
Might want to be careful there.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Varane gets over and intercepts. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Pelé. Pedri is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, and it's Michel Platini. Tries a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Tchouaméni. And it's Darmian. Pelé. Pedri. Tchouaméni. Now it's Lopez. Now it's Pelé. Rice. Looking for options for movement. Varane kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Tchouaméni. Rafael Varane. Fermin. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Pedri. Vieri. That's a little off target. It's Bale! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Substitution on the field. Number 99.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 10, Platini. Number 41,
Damian.
Rice. Coming on the field.
Throw it.
Number 7, Mbappe. Number 19, David Villa.
Rafael Varane.
Number 30, Neymar.
That is lovely. That is Conte. Shake! Oh, taken with style. Chouameni, Van Bronckhorst, and he's forced to go back, played into space. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Well, there's the clearance. Fermin, lovely pass, but can he get there? And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Aim forwards. Marquez cuts it out. Now it's Villa. Bale. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good move. And a chance! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Corner number 2 then. Neymar plays it short. That has not gone well. Aimed beyond the defence. And that's been drilled in.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And he was quick to react. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Pele. Now it's Lopez. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
There's a sharp little... Oh, shooting chance! Fermin. And he cuts out the supply. This looks promising. Oh, they could break here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Pele. Now it's Villa.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's with the keeper. David De Gea, a keeper with complete command over his defence. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Oh, that's well spotted. Has a look and place it forward. Oh, Red, nice interception. Vermeer. The final 5 minutes. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Pele receives it in a good position here. Fires it in low. Cannavaro is there and he can get that clear. Can he spark a counter here? Bale goes steaming forward. Bale. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution on the field.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Coming on the field is number 17, Brisson.
And it's been taken short.
There's the shot! He has done it! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. That is ended up in no man's land. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints.